friends, we have gathered here today to talk about the infamous, the notorious, the legendary youngsters of New York's upper class. We're talking about the rich, the famous, the ones that can get away with everything. We are talking about Gossip Girl.
Where's she been, Serene? And who am I? That's not a secret I'll never tell. You know you love me. XOXO. Gossip Girl.
And with that, I welcome you to the, sixth installment of my cinematic book club. Honestly, the installment I never thought I would make. Like, when I came up with this entire concept of my cinematic book club, I had never thought about making like an episode about Gossip Girl, because for the most part of my life, I am not thinking about Gossip Girl. But recently, I had to think about it, and so I reread the books, because yes, I mean, obviously, otherwise I would not be making a video about this. Gossip Girl, the series, is based on a book series. Because if you don't know me, if you are not aware, my channel is mainly about books, so the reason why I'm talking about Gossip Girl today is because it is based on the book series. At least that is the original Gossip Girl production of the, what would that be, 2012 to 2017? I don't know if those are like the exact right dates, but I imagine it must have been around that time. I know that there's like a new season, a new world of Gossip Girl being released now, or at least in 2021 I think something came out. I haven't watched that. I'm actually not really interested in it, but I don't know if those characters are also still based on maybe some other side characters in this book, or if that's like a completely different concept. That I don't know, but these books are the basis of the original Gossip Girl series. And as you can tell, wait a second, there are a lot of them. These aren't even all the books. I think the entire series consists of 14 books. I have 11 of those right here. And there's also like a super thick prequel that tells the story of the summer where Serena lived in the boarding school and all of that. I don't know, I did have that book as well, but I think 2 years ago or something like that, I sold it on like eBay because I was never looking at it and someone wanted it. I was like, you can have it for sure. Okay, so anyways, if you do not know what Gossip Girl is about, you probably wouldn't have even clicked on this video, but here we go. So as I already mentioned in the introduction of this video, Gossip Girl tells the everyday life story of the super rich, super beautiful, super messed up youngsters of the richest of the richest Upper East Side New Yorker class. We are following these teenagers just like through their everyday lives, their school days, of course, like who is hooking up with whom, the parties they go to and all of that. But here comes like the biggest twist, or like the biggest piece of information I want you to take away from this video. The series and the book series can, for the most part, not be compared to one another. The only thing that these two things actually have in common is, yes, they do star people of the same names, basically. And maybe some character traits are also still the same, but definitely the genre, the style, etc. of the TV series and the book series are completely different from one another. I have watched, I think, like the first 2 seasons of the TV series. It wasn't that big in my year at school, but my sister, who's like 3 years older than me, it was really big amongst her friends, and so I also heard about it and I watched the first 2 seasons with her. And that's also how I came to read the books, because she read them and I read them, just like little sister things, doing the exact same thing as your older sibling. I don't know, if you're a younger sibling as well, you can relate to this, I think. Anyway, so basically that's how I got introduced to the world of Gossip Girl. Not really through my personal interest, but because it was such a big thing for my sister and her friends. But right off the bat, personally, I did not really enjoy the series, because the series, if you're not aware, it is very much about drama. It is very dramatic. It takes itself very seriously, if you can say that. Everything is a big deal. Everything is very dramatic. Everything is like world-shattering. And definitely the genre of the series, it's not a comedy or anything like that. It is a drama series for teenagers, I suppose. But the book series is not like that at all. The book series, these books are for sure comedies, if not even satires. So you have to know the author of these books, Cecily van Ziegesar. She, at least if I'm not mistaken, she actually did grow up in this real life version of this world. Like, she grew up on the Upper East Side in a super rich family, so she really knows what she's talking about because she lived this life. But she tells the story of people like herself and friends and people that she presumably knew in her real life with a very satirical and twisted note to it. These books are so funny. And in that sense, I think you can actually not at all compare them to the series because, again, personally, I did not enjoy the series. It was all like drama. Everyone was being so serious about their little petty shit that's going on in high school. But these books, they tell these stories with definitely a wink of the eye, if not even a bit more. At points, as I just said, it even felt more than just like a comedy, maybe even a satire. The books are a really good time. And I think like at this point was like 2 weeks ago or something like that, I woke up and I had to randomly think about the book series. I was like, damn, it's been a long time since I picked these books up. How about I just grab the first book? Wait, I can show it to you right here. This book is well loved. Like this middle part of the book is completely falling out. My sister and I, we have read them several times when we were still younger, and now I have read them again actually. So I picked this one up. It was so funny that I actually decided to not just read the first part, but to read the first 6.5 ones. To be honest, I did not finish the 7th part because by then I had satiated this craving that I felt for Gossip Girl. But yeah, so these books, you can get through them so quickly. I read the first 6.5 books at the pace of a book a day. And that's not only because I am a fast reader, granted I am, but even if you are a non-fast reader, you can churn through these books so quickly because they're so easy and fun and quick to read. The chapters aren't too long. They always switch between different scenes and different people because if you're not aware, Gossip Girl has like a huge cast, different people going to like these 2 different schools. One is like a boys' school and the other one is like a girls' school. And all of these characters, they know each other, of course, and their storylines, they are intertwined always in some aspects, but every book tells several different storylines as well. So we're always switching between perspectives, between storylines, which makes it like really fast paced. The style it is written in is so hilarious and so enjoyable to read. Of course, it is silly, it is stupid, but that's what makes it so fun to read, obviously. So if you're looking for a read that is quick and fun and easygoing, and yes, obviously kind of stupid, but sometimes you're just looking for something like that, that does take place in this super crazy, super hyper rich world of New York's Upper East Side, and you just want to witness some super rich kids that some of them are likable, some of them are less so, but even the ones that are less likable, because they're painted with like this satirical comedical brush, you still enjoy spending time with them, so to say, and you just want to read about them going through their silly little struggles, who's going to this party with whom and who hooked up last summer and stuff like that. And of course, they're all going to parties all the time. Are they taking drugs? They drink a lot, but they're not like taking hardcore drugs for the most part. And they go through this entire phase of like filling out their college applications. And even though they don't do anything for school for the most part and are kind of dumb, they still get accepted at like Harvard and Yale and Princeton and all those Ivy League schools. It doesn't make any sense, but I guess that's actually the reality. If you have the coin and you have the family history behind you, like, oh yeah, your entire family already went to Yale, to Harvard, whatever, and you are part of that high society. I can't imagine it actually works like that. Like, even if you actually do not have the credentials, the grades, the whatever, these kids still end up at these super prestigious schools. I don't know, but this is not per se what this book series is about, of course. But it's just like further proof, of course, of the insanely privileged lives they lead. Okay, guys, I think that's that already. I just wanted to give this book series a shout out because I don't know if it's like common knowledge that the Gossip Girl TV series is actually based on books that, in my opinion, are way more enjoyable than a TV series. But I mean, go and judge for yourself. If you find yourself enjoying the first part though, you have 14 books to go, so you are set for a while. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that maybe I could help you figure out something you want to pick up over the next few weeks. I don't know. Let me know down below if you have read the books, if you now plan on reading the books, if you like this series, if you enjoyed the books more, the series, or vice versa. If the new version of Gossip Girl, the one of 2021, has anything to do with the old series or the old books. Let me know all of that, your opinions. I always enjoy reading your comments. And with that, I thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye!